Capricorn, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with just your overall energy. Let's find out what's influencing you right now. Very interesting. You might be dealing with a Virgo. I'm getting very similar energy. Let's find out about your near future. Very similar. Or you just might have a lot of Virgo in your chart. It's definitely something to look into. Tell me about your hopes or fears. And your potential outcome. So looking here, bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant in reverse. You are on the verge of breaking free from something that was restricting you, but you probably didn't realize it. You are sitting in this energy right now of this restriction. Literally this restriction. You have the Eight of Swords. This is your current energy. So whether you realize it or not, you're very, very contained in this like box is what I'm seeing. It feels very much like a cage for you, like a literal cage. Or okay, maybe not literal, but it feels very much like you are in this box for your own protection. And that's how you're viewing it. You feel like the way things are was for your own good. It was for your own happiness. This is the way things are meant to be for me. But it feels a lot like an old belief system. Maybe this worked for you at one point in time. This made you really happy just living your life this way. But now it seems to be more of a burden than anything else. And that's exactly what the universe wants you to focus on. In order for the cycle to end, you need to kind of understand these burdens so that you can release them. We have the Eight of Wands here in your past position. So there was something that recently you learned about. I'll have to find out more when I clarify because I'm not getting anything very clear on what you learned, but there was something here that really kind of came to light for you in how you've been acting, how you've been living your life, that you didn't even realize until recently that this was something that was holding you back. But at the same time, you also have this thing where you kind of just accept that this is the way things are supposed to be. And so you're like, well, but I'm okay with it. I'm content. I'm happy. But are you really? In your strength position, I have the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is about moving forward. This is about gaining momentum, gaining traction. There's something here that needs to close out for you. In your near future, it feels a little bit like you're resisting this change. Yeah. I'm also getting that the Nine of Wands here. So this is what's influencing this situation. So you're very much, with this Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands energy, you're very much like, well, but this is me. This is how I live my life. If I choose to be solo, then that's my choice. That's kind of the path I'm supposed to walk in life. So that's the one I've accepted, but maybe that's not real. Maybe that's not what you should be holding on to. Maybe you shouldn't be settling for something like that. I am getting the Page of Wands here in reverse. So this feels, again, very internal. This is like a very similar reading to Virgo as far as there's stages that we go through when it comes to any kind of decision that we're making. So the first thing is like we have to think through what are all our options before we decide, okay, this is what I want to do. And then doing it, thinking it, and then doing it. Like those are the steps that you need to take. So you're kind of in this energy of thinking, not quite acting. Queen of Cups here in reverse. Whatever it is that came to light recently that has been holding you back, You have this real fear here of not being true to yourself. Five of Swords, in your potential outcome, I actually do see you going after exactly what you want. Picking up the pieces. Being able to make a decision to move forward. Because it doesn't feel like you're trying to decide which path to choose. It's like, do I stay in this energy or do I allow myself to move forward? Those are your options. And it looks like you're going to move forward. Let me do some clarifying and get a little bit more out of this, Capricorn. So tell me about the Eight of Swords and the Sun. The Death card. In reverse. So there is this new beginning that's really trying to kind of happen for you. And you are a little resistant to it. But it's only because change takes a little bit longer for you to accept. Yeah, so we've got the 10 of Wands here. So the whole burdens that the universe wanted you to focus on. There's a lot of self-deception happening. Has been happening in the past. Where you've kind of convinced yourself that what you have is enough. But you're actually settling. Tell me about, meaning there could be more for you. Yeah, Eight of Wands in reverse. We also have the Moon. There is something here that you learned in your past, in your recent past, that really kind of is starting to kind of wake you up and open you up to the possibility of something better than what you currently have. A better way of living, a better way of thinking, a healthier way of just existing that is actually going to bring you more happiness than what you have today. Yeah. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Cups in the upright. So this movement forward is actually meant to bring in a lot more happiness into your life. So take this as it resonates. This could be with, this feels a lot like your personal relationships, not necessarily professional, but friends, family, the people that you want to see on a regular basis, the people that you want in your life, romantic relationships, those types of people. Tell me about the Fool in reverse. We have the Hanged Man. You are absolutely resisting this. But I don't see that being a permanent resistance. But you're just very slow to adopt and to adapt to these new ways of thinking and living. Yeah. So with the Nine of Wands, I got the Ace of Wands. There is going to be an action required here on your part to really kind of take that step forward. I just don't see you there yet. Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. There is this victory, but what I'm really getting is like that there's whatever it is that really drives you, whatever it is that you're really passionate about. It's almost like you want it. You've been trying to manifest this in your life and now it's there, but you're almost afraid to take that leap of faith to go after it. But it's there. It's right there. Tell me about this Queen of Cups in reverse. I've got the Star card here in reverse. Yeah, you have this real fear about not getting anything that you want, about losing what you currently have. You're afraid of taking this step forward because your fears are that you're going to be less happy than what you are today, that you're going to be less fulfilled than you are today. But that's not what's lying beyond this arbitrary wall that you've put up for yourself. That's not what's on the other side of this. Not from what I'm seeing. Tell me about the Five of Swords for Capricorn. Queen of Cups. What you want is here. This is what's ultimately going to drive you in order to start taking some of these steps forward. It's going to be, what is it that you need? What is it that you want? What's going to make you happiest? I think once you finally accept that there is more that life has to offer than what you currently have, I think you're going to start taking those steps. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. So So let's see, any last messages from the universe? This sounds just like you. So what we got was narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So again, like this didn't feel like you had all of these options you needed to choose from. It was really just allow the ending to occur so the beginning can begin. That's it. So allow that beginning to start. So Capricorn, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.